We found that it meant the sound of innovation and an open mind. So if you have an idea, it's like a little ting, a light bulb, like ting ting, goes off. I don't know, there's just two of us and we were very rhythm based and it just felt right. We was in a band before this one that failed miserably and we kind of stayed together and we was hanging out at a place in Salford in Manchester that was like a big old cotton mill that had lots of artists living and working there. And we lived there and worked there and we worked behind the bar to pay our rent and we were just hanging out and I picked up Jules' guitar and he was hot wiring electronic loop pedals for really getting into like the tech side of being a musician and we just started playing shows for our friends really. I like kind of good inventive kind of pop. A lot of it is from the 80s, not because of the sound of it, but there just seemed to be so many pop bands being experimental and that were musicians and creative then. It seems to be a real boom, so I think we would look to that for kind of late 70s, 80s for that inspiration.
French for Dummies. Paris.
Get on the Arc de Triomphe at like 3 in the morning on a
Yes,
bicycle, it's really
amazing.
good for Japan. Tokyo was amazing.
That was pretty fantastic.
We played a show in Berlin that was one of our first ever shows and it was probably a room about this big and it had broken tiles all over the floor and somebody hit a hole into the wall and that was the bar and then there was beer crates in the corner and that was the stage and we got the audience to paint on the walls while we was playing and it was just a really cool place. I just think it's quite nice just to express ourselves and have our own kind of look and you know we kind of like things that have thought into them, so we like clothes that are really interesting and things like that and so you can see somebody's treated it more as a piece of artwork. To us that's beautiful, you know. I've been making you know, little hand warmers like you have when you're a child. I made a dress once out of you know doilies that you put teapots on? It was the best dress ever. People were writing going, which designer is it? And I'm like, I made it out of teapot things, hey!
When you're on the road, at first you go out and you have all your kind of knickknacks. After like 6 months on the road, you realise the best thing is to own nothing. It really is hard to remember where you put your phone, where your laptop is. If you take 4 pairs of sunglasses, you'll lose 4 pairs. Don't spend a lot of money on sunglasses because they're the ones you lose. All the ones I bought for like $2, $3, the little kind of cheap ones, they keep coming back. Buy cheap sunglasses and they last forever. We have been on the road for 18 months, so I think we've become better musicians. So I think that's rubbing off on our music.
A finished album is up next for us, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.